Mark, just pick one on your radar this week.
We'd look to definitely explore that. I think if there's potential opportunities to move up the draft order, that's something that you want to look at. Obviously that's in West Coast Court from there about what they require for that, so there's still plenty of conversations to be had to see what their priorities are for this draft, but that's something that we definitely want to explore.
Rowan's just walked in now. Do you want to do it now? Or?
Do you want to ask Rowan now?
Let's do it here.
What does Marby Child bring?
Oh look, I think there's been, through this trade period, even the previous one last year, that need for key position players, whether it be forward or back. I think Marby, with the opportunity, he sees opportunity at our footy club, and we see the opportunity for him to obviously work in tandem with a couple of our other tall forwards and provide an aerial presence, and obviously he's a talented player and someone that we'd like to bring in. Still plenty to go in conversations with Gold Coast with that, but we think there's plenty of opportunity, and he'd add a lot to us as an aerial presence up forward.
How tough that deal could have been to get done, given you had multiple suitors and Gold Coast might have up there asking price on it?
Yeah, look, we've had good brief conversations just to start off, so they'll progress over the next couple of days. So hopefully it's something that we can agree to sooner rather than later.
The Tyler Rothman deal slightly more complex, just given West Coast has one in the pre-season draft.
Might be another conversation for our own, but no, look, Tyler. Obviously a talented player for us, and we understand the reasons to request. From a family background, and obviously family back there for himself and his partner that wants to explore going back, and we understand those reasons. Definitely a talented player in a positional need for us. We think he could have added something to us for the future, but we'll just see how those discussions progress. We've had some early discussions on Tyler, and we'll continue to do that over the next couple of days.
You're into Ben McKenzie pretty deep. Is that a key back? You still look to fill that in the next week or two?
Yeah, probably unlikely from now. I mean, I think from our strategy a couple of years ago, we definitely wanted to bring the Hawthorn group coming through, so we invested heavily in the draft, mid-season drafts and SSP periods, and we wanted to be selective in those positional needs, and Ben was a focus for us. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for us, but doesn't mean that we'll just go and try to fill that void potentially of just getting another key defender in. So we think we've still got plenty of guys there that can rotate. We've got some guys down there in the back line that show some great versatility to play, that can compete on the ground and in the air. So we'll probably stick with those guys.
Knowing what your offer was to Mackay, that you were picked by the Bombers, you're stealing yourself, that you probably will get pushed down the draft order when that conversation lands.
Well, yeah. Who knows where that goes? Obviously, I think they've already put that in, so we'll probably know in the next couple of days. But we treated Ben as a focus for us, and we had our offer to him there. How that outcome is for whether it's a first round pick or in the first round, that's something that we don't know from this. So we'll just have to wait and play it out.
Don't think McGranger Brass is definitely staying, or is there any interest elsewhere?
No, yeah, he's definitely staying. He's contracted for next year and he's a required player.
Mark, 11 months ago, you took a risk and moved back into the first round to get Josh Weddle. You must be quite happy with how that's paid off. You've listed drafted this year, but perhaps with his first season.
Yeah, Josh was fantastic for us this year. I mean, obviously a bit more of a mature body who can play different positions, and I think the trade where we got a future second last year actually provided that ability to come back in and still have a second pick for this year, a second round pick. So Josh, once he got into the team, it didn't look like he was coming out and really started his career early. And again, he could be someone that moves up to the wing or stays down back and play different roles for us. So definitely happy with what Josh has been able to produce. And for the move that we wanted to be aggressive, and we saw Josh was still there at the table and was willing to make that move to get up together.
Mark, speaking of being aggressive, you're obviously bringing Chol in. There's some pretty impressive key forwards that are going to be on the market next year. You're expecting to be a big player for them?
Oh, we're going to be open to anything. Like I said before, we've put that focus into our strategy on the younger group coming through now. We'll still be targeted on what we want to do and bringing guys through. We're not going to ignore the trade and free agency period, but we'll be pretty pointed with what we want to do. So those positional needs that we'll look at, a lot can change over a 12-month period, but we've definitely done some planning to start off from there and see where it goes next year.
You mentioned you might not be able to get a key defender in, but Will McKay, is he someone you could see if he's at the Hawks next year playing early into the season or some point next season?
We'll still a lot to play out with Will. He developed nicely this year as a defender. He's played forward as well, so depending on where he goes in the future with that development, he has the variety to actually play some different positions. But there's still plenty to play out with and get a bit more pointed over the next month or so about where this is.
That's right. That's it.
Thanks.